Hello, Rambo here with another Dead Ops Arcade 3 video, where I'll be going over the changes made to the game throughout the month of May. Some of the changes included in this video can be found on the Treyarch's official website. However, there are also quite a few changes that I'll mention which are not listed on any of their patch notes. As always, it is possible that I omit or I'm incorrect about a couple of things, but this video should be fairly comprehensive and accurate. Timestamps will be in the description below, but let's get right into it. With the Season 3 Reloaded update on May 19th came a few changes, including the introduction of a 5th Silverback Slideways level, which has a timer of 3 minutes 30 seconds, and some goodies like 3 lives, 1 key, and multiple pieces of equipment. Added the Divine Shield Potion and Key as potential rare items that can appear in a Dark Crypt bonus area. Addressed an issue introduced in the February 24th update, where players could not join or rejoin matches that were already in progress. Also, players rejoining a match in progress will now have their fates restored upon rejoin. Addressed an issue with the Fate of Eternal Friendship, where the Golden Chicken would stay at the purple level if the player dropped an upgraded weapon with a max ammo equipped. With this bug, the Golden Chicken would then stay at the purple level until the player took a death or grabbed another weapon on the map. Addressed an issue where there was no announcer audio during the Spectral Hounds of Darkwood challenge round. Addressed an issue on Silverback Slideways where 1000 XP would be awarded to the player whenever they exited the bonus area via the door at the beginning of the level. Addressed an issue on Silverback Slideways where chickens would not expire after players took a death in the bonus area. Addressed an issue on Silverback Slideways where the player's weapon would not be removed after taking a death in the bonus area. Addressed an issue where certain bonus rooms were taking too much time to initialize. On the boss fight, players and vehicles will now be deprioritized in target preference by the Mama Back. Bosses will no longer target player clones that appear from the top hat item. This fix helped address a bug where player clones could drag bosses outside the map. Adjusted the frequency of teleporting behavior from Afterlife Ghosts. I'm not too sure if they teleport more or less now, to be honest, it seems kind of the same. While in first person mode, meeples now deal partial damage rather than near full damage, which reverses a change made on April 21st. Address an issue where zombies would not retarget a player under certain conditions, such as when an egg hatched or was destroyed by zombies. Address an issue where the Margro would briefly stay alive even after its health bar disappeared. Address an issue where Nova Crawlers were not present when playing solo Advanced Start mode in later rounds. Address an issue where the Megaton could potentially stay alive in Ragdoll unintentionally. Address an issue where the clock item would not register properly on enemies climbing up or down to a different elevation level. Address an issue with the in-game scoreboard where the kills tally would reset to 0 once the player exceeded 65,535 kills. Now, the in-game scoreboard reset will only occur past the 1 million kills mark, which a player is pretty much never going to reach in a single match. There were also some changes made in the May 19th update which were not included on the official patch notes. Those changes include total kills category added to the leaderboards, for both career and the other leaderboards too. If you notice that you have 0 kills in your leaderboard's entry, just play another short match in that category and it should update afterwards. Address an issue introduced in the April 21st update where ping and packet loss were not viewable in-game. Additionally, ping and packet loss are now more accessible to locate, as they appear in the first pause screen rather than in settings. Lighting altered in various bonus areas to make them brighter, slightly altered the camera transition that occurs when loading into a Silverback Slideways, added an invisible barrier to the locked area in the wild with the big white gem, which prevents players from riding into the room with a buggy car, although they could still walk into the room on foot. Players were previously able to drive up that area with their buggy car and use the car's boost feature to propel them up the rocks, which then allowed them to access part of the wild without having to spend keys to unlock that location. On a similar note, the update also addressed an exploit where players were able to boost up those same rocks near the bat spawners, which also allowed them to access a different part of the wild without having to spend keys. Introduced a bug where the grenade launcher does not award the player with any points or kills. Introduced a bug where the player's weapon sometimes does not aim properly towards zombies. Sometimes the player will shoot into the ground or shoot super high into the air. And also another bug related to this is where the player cannot move their camera while in first person mode. There was also an update made on May 27th, which addressed the bug introduced in the previous update, where players were able to die while transitioning to certain bonus areas. Addressed the bug introduced in the previous update where Megatons would sometimes not appear in the Abandoned Temple bonus area, or where enemies would sometimes not appear in the Dark Crypt bonus area. Addressed the bug where players rejoining with their fates would sometimes have the incorrect text appear regarding what fate they had. Now, there's just no text that appears whatsoever. And finally, possibly address the bug where shield items would sometimes not work properly against gladiator enemies. Anyways, that about wraps up the video. If it was helpful, don't forget to drop a like. Thanks for watching.